It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Houston Texans versus Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Aaron. And we are underway from Houston. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. From LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And able to find Conley. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Here's the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
out of the gun. It's Burrow. And it's caught by Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Burrow. It's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deion Kane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 catches, 104 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said,
now look out, Rodgers wants the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Melvin Ingram. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
They go play action with Burrow.
At the 42-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards.
On third down, Burrow.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 21-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Packers nothing.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, You've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Burrow. His throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair.
Burrow will throw. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Burrow. And this is caught at the end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Lee Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Second down and 10.
To throw again. Rodgers caught right side. It's Lewis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Rodgers on 3rd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run this with Akers. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And it is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Out comes Devontae Adams and the offense for their next drive. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through.
His kick is
and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Packers 3.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And movement here by one of the Texans. throws the flag. Expected from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Lewis
At the 38-yard line.
and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Back up the middle. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
But not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Pick up at 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Rodgers pass.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And
From the gun, Rodgers. And this one complete, right side to Funchess.
complete.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. Those timing reps that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
First down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
To
Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The Packers will set up for the two-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will ring them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Caught left side by Cobb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And Randall Cobb, now a member of the Texans, but he had some great seasons on the other sideline catching passes from Aaron Rodgers with the Packers. Played with him from 2011 to 2018. His best year, 2014, had 91 catches, almost 1,300 yards, and 12 touchdowns that season. Not bad. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That one into the hands of Kane. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Ball carrier. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
29-yard line.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Burrow's pass. Complete to Chris Conley. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Score Texans 17. Packers 11.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They're skipping when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Green Bay offense
prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And complete to Lewis over the middle. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
3rd and inches.
From the gun. Rodgers. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To 2nd and 10.
Burrow will throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
When you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
It is good.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. He's going to let this one go deep. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're rolling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here we go with Burrow. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's going to fall on this one himself. So a bit of a weird ending for sure, but they will indeed come up short as this game is over. 17. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Packers,